What is up everyone? Today we are looking at one of the most popular snipers in Warzone, the HDR. The HDR together with the AX50 are the only one-hit headshot snipers in Warzone, and therefore they are very popular with the player base. Today I'm showing you my favorite and best HDR class setup, so if you're interested, stay tuned. But before we go into the class setup, if you enjoy these videos, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel, it will mean a lot to me. So, onto the HDR class setup. I usually get my HDR with the second loadout drop in the game. So my HDR setup has Ghost on it as well. This way I can have a good primary and have an HDR as a secondary without using overkill. Of course you could go for overkill and use an SMG or an AR as a primary and the HDR as a secondary. Now let's look at my attachments. The first attachment I use on my HDR is the monolithic suppressor, increasing the damage range and also gaining some sound suppression. This will keep me off the map and my shots will not be as noticeable as without the monolithic suppressor. Next up is the 26.9 inch HDR Pro barrel for more damage range, bullet velocity and recoil control. I don't care too much about the recoil control, but the extra damage range will increase the max distance a headshot will kill an enemy and the bullet velocity will help me, so I don't have to lead my shots too much. As for the scope, and this is an interesting one because I think it is mostly preference. I use the variable zoom scope to get the possibility to zoom in even more. It has a 5.5 times zoom and a 12.6 times zoom for very long range. The Warzone map is huge and having the option to zoom even more is very good. A lot of people also use one of the thermal scopes, as did I for a while. But I think a lot of people are using cold-blooded nowadays, and thermal is useless if there are too many cold-blooded users. But don't get me wrong, a very good option if you are more into the thermal scopes. Next up, I use the 9-round mags. Reloading takes a while with the HDR and having more in a mag will give you the possibility of shooting more shots. I will always go for the highest magazine size in Warzone. And finally, I'm using the Presence of Mind perk. This will give me an extended holding of breath time. This way I can take some time to get the perfect shot without worrying about the time. So this is my HDR Warzone class setup. I think this is the best HDR setup, but a lot of it is preference. The scope and the perk can both be switched out for something different, it all depends on what you like for it. I think the HDR is the best Warzone sniper if you're looking for a possible one headshot kill weapon. The AX50 is very strong as well, and I will do a class setup about that gun as well very soon. Try this class setup and see if you like it. My name is Exceptional, and if you like this class setup video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, it will mean a lot to me, and as always I will see you in the next video.